I'm Katrina, and this is So and Tare. Today, we're making fire cider, guys. You guys have been asking me to do this for a very long time, and I keep saying, yes, I'm doing it, and then other things get in the way. So, I have now collected everything I need to make fire cider. Except I was going to add elderberries this year, and I don't know where they are. I know they're in the freezer somewhere. They might be in this freezer. I didn't look in there. Anyway, so now I'm going to assemble it. So, what is fire cider? Fire cider is made with apple cider vinegar, and it's good if you get the one with the mother. It says mother. And let me show you what that looks like. So if you look on here, you can see this says mother. This one happens to be organic. You don't have to use organic, but it's good. So you want the one with the mother. And the mother is basically where all of the active organisms are. So you'll see, if you haven't shaken it up, you'll see on the bottom here, this has a light layer. And you'll see if we shake it up, it'll get a little cloudy on the bottom. So you want to shake that up before you pour it in, which you're going to do at the end. But that is all the good bacteria and good stuff that will make this process happen faster, better, stronger, all of that. Now, if you made your own apple cider vinegar, you can use that, and that will make its own mother. And what people do when they make apple cider vinegar is they typically use a mother from another batch or from the store. They'll pour a little bit of this in. It doesn't take much. It's just basically inoculating that solution to have something that's going to be awesome. So that's what that is. So you're basically fermenting lots of good things in vinegar, and for this you're going to need a big jar. Now this one, I don't even remember where I got it from. Got it recently though, because all of my half-gallon jars have stuff in them. It's a big one though, and it doesn't have a standard lid. So you don't really want to use a metal lid during this. I can put a cloth over this and tie it with a ribbon or something, or string, and that will be really good. If you want to, over the cloth, you can just set this on there, but you don't want something that you'll tighten down, because this is going to need to be burped. Yeah, this is your baby the next 6 weeks. So this should be burped every day. If you don't get to it every day, that's fine. But pressure will build up, so it does need re-burp. Now, what is burping? Let's pretend that this is a plastic lid. If you have access to plastic lid, that's good. If you're using like mason jars, they sell the plastic lids. They sell the plastic lids, like this is for a wide mouth. I'll show you. So they sell these online. I'll try and remember to put a link. Or some at like Walmart and stuff. Like anywhere you have canning supplies, you can find these. It's a plastic lid. And the plastic lids are good because they do not corrode. So again, we're dealing with acids, and these don't corrode. Now, another thing with your vinegar is you want 5% acidity or more acidic. So all vinegar will have the acidity. It'll usually say diluted to acidity, 5% acidity. But some apple cider vinegar is not at 5%. I've seen 4%. So make sure you have 5%, because that's what makes this process safe. There you go. So we're going to set these aside because we already know it's vinegar, and this is our last thing to add. So set that to the side and move on to the other ingredients. So I'm going to zoom you guys in here so you can see what we're doing, and I can point out things, and then we'll get back to it. So here's our main ingredients that go inside of the solution. So we have some really good stuff. We have onion here. If you want to use a full onion, go ahead. I'm not an onion fan, and I had this for something else, so I have a half onion that honestly has been drying out on the counter for a couple days, but that's what I'm going to use for that. And onions have really good properties for health as well, even though I think they're nasty. And garlic is super good. Anybody who tells you, like, when you get sick, garlic and ginger are the two things you want when you get sick, right? So we're going to put lots of garlic in there. We're going to put lots of ginger in there. Ginger's so yummy, tasty. And we're also going to put turmeric. So I should have got more than this, but this is what I have. This is turmeric, and whenever you add turmeric to things, all right, longtime viewers, what am I gonna say? Whenever you add turmeric to things, what else do you add? Quiz time. Black pepper. Black pepper and turmeric work together to be incredible, and they bring out the best in each other. It's a marriage made in heaven. There you go. Black pepper, turmeric. So what else is in here? We have those, we have those, we have that. Cayenne. Cayenne is also really, really good and has some really good things in it for you. Add cayenne. And these are jalapenos. These are just ripened. Jalapenos are also really good. We want to get that capsicum going so you can warm yourself really well. So there we go. And then the rest of this, lemons, right? You've heard of lemon and honey as being a really good thing. You want to get that peel in there. We're also just going to get the rest of it in there as well, because lemon juice is always good. And tons of herbs. Herbs always have medicinal value. I don't know that there's an herb out there that doesn't have a value. So look what you have, figure out what works, and go from there. I picked up some rosemary on a walk last night. Rosemary's in a lot of public landscaping, guys. You don't have to buy it depending on where you are. This is my hot and spicy oregano. It does look a little sad because it's flowering right now. It's actually seeding right now, but I figure I'll add some of that. We have some culinary sage. We have some winter savory. I don't have thyme. Thyme would be really, really, really good to add to this. Ooh, I think I have dried thyme. I have dried thyme. I'm gonna add that in here from a couple years ago. This is marjoram. It's related to the oregano. Both of these are really good antiviral and antimicrobial. Both of these. Anyway, they all have good properties. And this is lemon verbena. I haven't added lemon verbena in before. I do not need to add that aphid. But lemon verbena has also very good qualities. And let's see, turmeric is for inflammation as well. There's all sorts of good stuff here. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna peel the garlic with my fun little garlic peeler. Show you how to use that, and we'll get started. Oh, first thing though, I am going to cut up the herbs, put them in the bottom here, because those are the ones that are most likely to float. I don't want them to float, so I'll put them in here. All right, let's clear the table. I do have these fun herb scissors. It's just like a bunch of scissors stuck together with a single handle. So they look like Freddy Cougar scissors. Anyway, these are good. Rosemary I'm going to strip off of the stem first because it is woody. The rest of them I think I can just cut up. To get this off the stem, we just go opposite of the direction of the leaves and like that. Now, how I use these scissors is I actually use them in my hand, and I open my hand like this, and I use them over my hand. So I'm not cutting my hand, but I'm using it over my hand. So this is how I use it. And actually this one we can just go in here. The most important thing to do for your herbs is to get them to release some of those oils. So whether you can crunch them first before they go in, or you can cut them, or do both. It's all up to you. Now the rest of this, I think I can just go in. Now so I can crumple first and then cut. Smells wonderful. We are going to strain all this out in 6 weeks. It takes 6 weeks to do. So don't be concerned on that. We don't have to do specific things. I am cutting this inside the jar though, because they tend to pop out. And yes, I do have too much stuff in the scissors. In case you're wondering. But these scissors are a really fast way to do basically dicing of herbs. I mean, it is very quick. it comes with a fun little sheath that also cleans the scissors. So if you open it up, it fits in between, and then you can just slide down, and then of course wash these. But it just cleans it up. Cleans it up good. I am actually going to try these on the cayennes. It might work, it might not. I'm going to take off the little green cap and see if I can do this. I don't know, I've never tried this on cayennes. They're semi-dried, it's okay. Yeah, that works. Awesome. New way to get cayenne peppers, guys. It does look like it's one at a time though. And maybe a little stressful on the scissors. But a time saver and a spicy finger saver. So hey, there you go. Choose your battles. If your cayennes have been set out for a while, cut them open first, check for mold, because sometimes that happens. I haven't seen that in mine yet. Let's continue. Let's see if this works for jalapenos. We're finding new uses for these scissors, guys. It works. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm slicing jalapenos with my herb scissors. This is awesome. I'm going to use this now. I did not expect that to work. And it's working. So there's what that looks like so far. Pretty cool, right? All that's done with the herb scissors. Alright, next up is the onion. You can leave the skins in if you want. I'm not going to because it came from a grocery store and I don't know what was sprayed on it. I think it was organic, but I don't actually remember. I don't use onions enough to grow them. Alright, here we go. The finer you cut this, the more stuff is going to be released into the vinegar. So keep that in mind, and you'll do great things. I'm not cutting it super fine. I'm completely fine with chunks. Now it looks like I probably should have got more solids, but that's okay. It will still infuse into the vinegar, and just might be multiple years worth. All right, same thing for the ginger. I don't feel the need to peel this because we're going to be straining it out later. It'll be fine. I know the herb scissors won't work on this one. This one's a little more fibrous-y. And man, it smells wonderful. If you like ginger, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you do with your ginger in the comments, because I love ginger. All right, into the pot, well, into the jar. And I got out another thing of ginger, and I guess I'll still use it. This is an older one, so I do want to cut off any kind of bad bits. Now, if you don't have fresh ingredients for this, you can make it with powdered if you would like. It's going to be better with fresh. It's going to be have a lot more nutrition with fresh because it hasn't been cooked or dried, or, you know, I don't know how your herbs are, you know, when you get them to the store, if they've been heat treated or if they've been hung. You know, it depends on who you get it from, where you get it from, all that. So all right, let me cut up this turmeric. It looks like we have a little bad spot there, unfortunately. I'll show you the color of it. Okay, so here's the ginger. You can see it's yellowish, and this is the turmeric. It's so orange. Awesome. So there are many types of turmeric, and some of them are orange. Most of them are yellow, and then there are some that are blue. Yes, blue. There's blue turmeric out there. This is not. This is just from the store. But turmeric is something that is an anti-inflammatory. I believe ginger is as well. I mean, it looks like a carrot. Look at that. So yeah, it's just an interesting story there. And whenever you add turmeric, as I said before, you add your black pepper, because black pepper and turmeric work, smells so good, work so much better when together. So that is delicious combination too. So I'm just going to pour some out. I don't know how much. You guys think about that much? Would this work without a pestle and mortar? And you just put it in like as is? Yes. But as I said before, the more surface area you have, the better the better solution you're gonna have. So my advice is to, you don't have to like pulverize it, but I do like to use the balls, you know, the uncrushed already, because they're fresher when you crush them before you use them. So that's pretty good. So that's about what I'm doing there. It also smells very good. Smells good. Alright, next up is this. Guys, I need to do roasted garlic. Guys, I need to do a roasted garlic video at one point. Maybe I'll do it soon. So I cut up the top. We don't need any of this papery stuff. I don't think it's going to affect it if there is papery stuff, but it will float and probably not do well in 6 weeks. I have them all separated now. Let me show you how to use this silicone thing. It's pretty cool. Alright, so what you do is you take a clove, you put it in, and you press and roll, and that's it. There you go. You have your garlic. And it's already crushed. It doesn't always get that way, but if it's already crushed, you can just toss it in, or you can cut up later. I'm going to come up. Now you can put multiple of it here, but if you shove it too full, then you're going to have an issue. It doesn't, see how clean that is? It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to have these just literally undress themselves. If you think of any other really good spices or herbs or things to add to this, go ahead and try it. Do you add different herbs to yours? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys add to yours. Let me know what you think I need to add to mine. Like I said, I was going to add elderberry to mine, but I couldn't find it. I know I have some in the freezer from several years ago, so I don't think I used it. I may have used it. I don't know. But that would be good to add. And you can add all sorts of stuff here. So I love that this thing saves so much time. And I'm kind of doing the splits so I can fit in this frame. Let's see. I don't have much room over there to put the camera, guys. Patience. Now, if you're wondering what this concoction tastes like, if you like apple cider vinegar, it might be good. If you don't like apple cider vinegar, it's a bit powerful. Mostly because of the apple cider vinegar, not because of other stuff for me. If you're one of my friends, it tastes like spaghetti sauce. I don't know why she thinks it tastes like spaghetti sauce, but it does. Ooh, I forgot my thyme. Hang on, let me get that. Well, I'll get it after this. Yeah, so she thinks it tastes like spaghetti sauce, and I think it's because of the seasonings that are in it. And all these seasonings are good. So I want to encourage you guys to eat your medicine. So if you're eating herbs, all the herbs are good for a lot of things. You guys saw my resources book, my favorite resources video. Put a link up here in case you didn't. There's a book called 20,000 Uses for Tea or something like that, and it has all the things that, it doesn't have all the herbs, but it has, you know, a lot of them, but the uses for them. And if you're eating herbs, like culinary stuff, generally you can't overdose on. I'm saying generally because it probably can happen to something somewhere for a large amount, but I don't know what that is. So, but you can eat a lot of oregano. You can eat a lot of thyme. You can eat a lot of ginger. Ooh, ginger's so good. And you can eat a lot of these things and not have, oops, well, good thing I was done with that. And not have any ill effects. So I'm just quick chopping the garlic. So eating a more varied diet in your spices, or eating all the spices all the time. Ooh, I needed to eat. Okay, I gotta add two things. I gotta add some curry leaves, because I keep forgetting about adding those to interesting things like this. But yeah, eat well-seasoned food, not meaning salt. Salt, come on, that's not a seasoning, guys. You know what that is? That's a rock. It's a mineral. But if you have plant seasonings, then that would be really good. All right, let me go get the curry leaf and the thyme. And yes, that was a whole head of garlic I just cut up and put in here, because it's that good for you guys. So this is curry leaf, and this might make it taste extra special, but it's gonna be yummy. I'm okay with it. So I'm just gonna strip this leaf, and again, use the herb scissors on it. Yummy! And because I just did garlic, my fingers are sticky now. Just don't cut yourself. And now it smells like curry leaf in the house. Alright, thyme. Alright, here's some thyme from quite a while ago, a few years ago. But I keep it in these jars, which are airtight, hermetically sealed jars. And it still smells like thyme. So what I'm going to do is just kind of crumple it in there. And again, I did want these greens to be on the bottom, but it's okay. Oopsie. Apparently I shoved this in here a lot. Alright, time to go in. Alright. Lemon is next. Now, my lemon tree doesn't have lemons right now, so this came from my neighbor. Thanks, neighbor. And you want the outer part and the inner part. Honestly, people zest it, and that's completely fine. It smells so good. I am actually just going to thinly slice, and that will get in there just fine. If you had a mandolin, you can use that. I don't, so I'm not. So something else that I do, I don't know if this makes a difference or not. I know it makes a difference in just water, like drinking water. And that is to take out the seeds. You can see how thin that is. Take out the seeds. Because because it gives a different flavor. I don't know if they have any nutritional value or not. So let me know if you know. Always keep your fingers away from the knife. Always good advice. Ooh, guys. This one was growing already. Like, it has a root and everything, guys. You guys ever found your seeds in your lemons growing? You have to get that out on the way. Look how big that root was. Look at that thing. And at this point, I'm just going to go face down here and do slices. Because it's safer. All right, into the jar. You could put orange in here too, but yeah, you could put more different kinds of citrus in here if you wanted. If you're using anything with a peel that's not from your yard, make sure that it's cleaned very well, even if it is from your yard, really, but because places exist that put pesticides on their food, and you don't want that in your body. I definitely recommend investing in a vegetable brush, because that will be really good for you. Okay, I'm going to wash off my hands so I can open these things. Alright, I'm back, clean hands, and we are going to put our apple cider vinegar in. First things first, you guys remember the mothers on the bottom? Get her all mixed in. And fun fact, vinegar is the end product. It does not go bad, even though it has a best by date. Yeah, that's nasty. I don't like apple cider vinegar. I don't like vinegar. I like pickles. Anyway, what's interesting about this concoction that we're making, this fire cider, is if you take it daily, which I was doing in the winter. I started doing this in 2020. I started doing that in the winter, and if you take it daily, it's just like a little tiny bit, you know, a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons if you're not feeling great, but a teeny tiny bit. This is acidic, so is your tummy, but you want your tummy to be less acidic than it needs, less acidic than too much. So when you're doing this, it's just a little bit. You don't take a full glass. You're gonna feel nasty if you do that. You don't take a full glass of it or anything like that. Like, this is going to last a really long time, like a couple of years probably, because I don't use it at other times. But what I was doing is in 2020, I'm like, I might as well make this thing, and I don't like apple cider vinegar, but I was finding that after I had it for like a week, if I didn't have it when, kind of like on the cycle on the time of when I was having it, it would be just like my body would want it. It was really weird. Really weird. Yeah, still vinegar. But my body was wanting it. Yeah. I don't know if apple cider vinegar is the end product, but I know vinegar is the end product, so I don't know about that. But vinegar, white vinegar, I think is the end product. I don't know. So I think we're not going to open a third one. I think this is enough. I have a smaller one. Let me see if it's... Alright, so I have this Heinz makes it too. This was on sale a while ago. With the mother, organic unfiltered, and we want to always make sure that we find the 5% organic apple cider vinegar diluted with water to 5% acidity. That's what you want to see. I think we have room for this little guy. I don't generally use the ones with the mother for the I don't generally use the one with the mother for the canning that I do. I don't know, you gonna fit? Okay. But it's more expensive. So I just got rid of that one. So now I have one left for probably next year. I probably won't use this until, well, maybe 2 years. Probably won't use this until this is gone. And you can see the stuff is starting to float, and that's not the greatest. I do have, you could put like a glass puck in there for fermenting, but I'm just gonna leave it. You're supposed to shake it every so often, but what I'm going to do instead is probably stir it with a chopstick every day or thereabouts. But it looks pretty good right now. You do it. I'm actually going to use a silicone one. I think that's fine. But just kind of give it a stir. And yeah, when I did this before, I had more solids on top. So hopefully we don't have problems with floaties. I might be doing something else on the top, but we'll find out. Anyway, that's how you do it. And we're going to cover this with a cloth and then put this, I'm just going to put a cloth, I'm just going to do it right now. Now something else that's good to do for this is to keep it in the dark. So I'm just going to use this as a flour sack towel. I'm actually going to move this first. Alright, so I'm just going to put this over the top and cover it. And I have these things, guys, that I use for my quail for their bands. I cut it and wrap it around. And yeah, that's one of those keychain things, but I'm going to use it for this because I have it and it fits. So this is good. I am going to put this on top. I'm just going to set it on top. I want the airflow to be there. But again, every day, kind of take it off, dunk in my silicone, stirring thing. You can shake it too if you don't have a metal lid and you just crank it on, shake it. This works too though. So there you go. That's how you make fire cider. We're waiting 6 weeks for this thing. Yep, 6 weeks. So don't get sick for another 6 weeks. Or longer, if you can help it. Or just don't get sick at all because you're eating all of your good food medicine. So there you go. All right, thank you for coming along with me today. You're welcome. I finally got to it. I know you guys have been asking me on the lives for a very long time. So what we'll do when this is done is we'll take a strainer, a fine mesh strainer, we'll strain all the solids out. And then what I use is one of these dark oil bottles. You have to wash them out like 5 times. Like there's so much oil in these things left over even after the oil is done that yeah, it takes a while. But let me show you what that looks like. So this is one I made from a couple years ago, and basically I shake it up before I use it, and the threads on this thing have gotten messed up. I don't know why they don't make the lids of these better, but anyway, still smells like it. So this goes in here, and literally it's just a little bit. I'll show you guys. It is just a little bit in there. And here we go. Does not taste like spaghetti sauce to me. I don't know. What does your fire cider taste like? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And anything I can do to help you kind of understand the process, go ahead and put in the comments. We also have a live chat every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. and it's a lot of fun. We have question and answer, we have discussion. I always have a fun discussion topic, and it's a lot of fun. So if you want to be healthy and keep yourself healthy, this is a really good concoction to get a lot of good stuff in you really fast. And you can do once or twice a day, you know, morning, evening, if you're feeling kind of once a day is fine to just up for upkeep, or, you know, seasonally. I mean, I do it seasonally. Every once in a while I'll be like, people around me are sick, I'll start doing it. There you go. Yeah, let me know in the comments what other things you guys put in yours, and also how long you've been doing it for. Like I said, I started this in 2020 because, you know, there was some stuff going on, and I was like, I've heard of that. Maybe I should just make some. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, select all. We have lots of different kind of content on here, all related to homesteading. I raise animals, I raise so quail, rabbits, and chickens, and do gardening, have over 40 fruit trees on an urban lot. So this is all fun stuff, good stuff. We do food preservation, all of that too. So yeah, if you like the video, like it, and have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.